Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is by far one of the worst anime movies ever made. And that is a fact, not an opinion. I don't understand why in 2025 Demon Slayer is still getting any type of attention. Like, didn't it end years ago? Why do I still have to see Tanjiro and his big ass 5 head taking up the whole goddamn screen? Nezuko with her stupid grunting, gurgling, and other weird sounds that she makes, coupled with all the other terrible characters, coupled with a completely boring, cheesy, plot hole infested story that only morons can stomach. Why are these idiots still talking about Demon Slayer in 2025? Why are they still milking Demon Slayer in 2025? It makes no sense. Like, how pathetic do you have to be as a human being? How low do you have to fall to even be a Demon Slayer fan in the first place? But to take it a step further and be excited for some garbage movie, purchase a ticket to go see that garbage movie and actually sit down in your seat to consume. Do you know how stupid you have to be? How pathetic you have to be? You're not a human. Are you even human at this point? Like, Demon Slayer was never good. It was always a boring, generic ripoff, repetitive ripoff of every other series out there that somehow did everything worse than the series it was copying. It's like, inspiration is one thing, but this is a blatant ripoff of like every other series. If you watch Demon Slayer or read Demon Slayer, you've read like 50 other series before it. The only reason it got popular in the first place is one, because of the animation, everyone knows that, and also because it appealed to low IQ casual frauds who had Demon Slayer be their introduction into anime. How in the world can you publicly be a Demon Slayer fan and expect someone to take you seriously? Like, it's a completely brain dead series that requires absolutely no critical thought or intelligence to consume, which is why Demon Slayer has so many fans. Because it's a stupid anime for stupid people, and we know there's a lot of dumbass people in this world. A lot of them. Which is why every time you come across a Demon Slayer fan, you can sadly tell they are just not all there up top. They'd be like, the Tanjiro and Nezuko, those are my favorite characters. and you know, it's sad. It's really sad to it's a sad sight to behold. No one, absolutely no one asked for this movie. No one. Not even Demon Slayer fans asked for this movie. Demon Slayer fans are funny. They're like Bleach fans, where they don't really exist until something comes out, and then all of a sudden they start crawling out from whatever hole they were under, and they start hyping everything up. But they've been MIA, like missing for years. I ain't heard nobody talk about Demon Slayer in years. That's why it's so shocking to me that in 2025 all of a sudden Demon Slayer is supposed to be this hot thing again. Where does this hype come from? I haven't seen a Demon Slayer fan since the goddamn Stone Age, it seems like this series was dead and forgotten about. Like, nobody was talking about it. But now all of a sudden in 2025 everyone's excited for this movie. It's a joke. It's literally a joke. Like, we have upcoming masterpieces like Chainsaw Man the movie, right? The Rize arc. Incredible arc, by the way. And it makes something trash like this release in the same year very disrespectful. Like, this has no business being released in movie theaters. Just like Demon Slayer had no business even getting an anime, it really had no business getting a manga. And what's funny about these series, man, and I talked about this in my other Demon Slayer videos, man, they be on life support, man. These manga be on life support until some studio comes and scoops it up, makes it pretty, because makeup can do a lot of things. We've seen the ugliest of ugliest be the prettiest of prettiest when it comes to makeup. So they take this garbage product, this turd, and then they start polishing it up. You know, Ufotable comes, hits it with that Ufotable magic, that makeup, gets it looking good. But underneath it all, you can still smell the stench. Underneath it all, you can still... PU, what is that? And that's Demon Slayer. That's Demon Slayer. It doesn't matter how pretty it looks. Underneath it all, the story, the characters, everything else, the fights are pure garbage. Garbage. I mean, Demon Slayer fans, how does it feel to know Demon Slayer will not be remembered in the next 5 years? How does it feel to know that? Because it had already been forgotten about. Like I said, nobody's talking about Demon Slayer other than this trash movie. We've seen so many anime that have come out over the last 10 years or so and had just an immense amount of hype. Everyone talking about it online, everyone doing this, that, they're reacting to it, whatever. And then now you have not heard anyone talk about them. This will not stand the test of time. 10 years from now, people will not be talking about Demon Slayer. People are still talking about certain anime that really stood the test of time. People will not bring up Demon Slayer. They weren't even bringing it up before. As soon as Demon Slayer ended, it just dropped. Like nobody was talking about it. But now all of a sudden in 2025, I'm supposed to believe Demon Slayer has all these fans and everyone's hype. It's completely a made up situation. This is an industry plan at its finest. You know, the mangaka knows he'll never have another hit. The studio knows they'll never have another hit. So it's like, okay, let's milk Demon Slayer for all that it's worth. It's like the Attack on Titan situation where it's like the movie, the third part, the final season, the first, like just all these things because they can't let it go. Because they know it's the cash cow, which Demon Slayer has never even made that much money anyway. So I don't know. I guess it's like fake hype because Demon Slayer has always been a flop. Every time it came out, the manga was flopping. The anime flopped. Now, here's the thing that you got to understand. You're going to be like, oh, well, come on, Young, you're a troll because how did the anime flop when it's so popular? The reason that it got popular was because of stuff like clips. AMVs, stuff like that was just everywhere on TikTok and stuff like that, but nobody actually cared enough to watch the Demon Slayer anime. Besides like these garbage ass reactors, and you can't take them seriously anyway. It was artificial hype. Nobody was buying the manga. Nobody was buying the Blu-rays. Of course, you can have, it's like those people that be popular on like TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and they hold a meet and greet and then no one shows up, but they have millions of followers online. Just because you have a bunch of followers, just because you have a bunch of popularity online, that does not equate to like people supporting you. And that's the same thing with Demon Slayer. Just because they had a bunch of hype, people talking about it on Twitter, people talking about it on YouTube, whatever, reacting to it, that did not equate to sales. And that's why every Demon Slayer product continues to flop. Because Demon Slayer only has casual fans, and casual fans don't really support like that at all. They'll watch and consume if it's free, but these broke ass losers do not support, and that's why Demon Slayer continues to fail. It's absolutely pathetic, man. But if you like Demon Slayer, you're a moron. You have to be somebody that just started watching anime like a couple years ago at best. I mean, you're not a real anime fan. I don't know how anybody can expect anyone to take them seriously if they like Demon Slayer. Like, if you like Demon Slayer, I don't want to hear your thoughts on anything. I don't want to hear your thoughts on this anime. That you like Demon Slayer, dude. Like, that's all I have to say every time. You like Demon Slayer. Like, you're the bottom of the barrel at this point. Like, who gives a shit what you say? You're a clown. But if you go see this movie, you're an idiot. Like, really. Like, they haven't even created a word to describe how stupid you are.